And good evening, everybody. We are live at Slater Family Ice Arena for this ACHA matchup between the Adrian Bulldogs and the Bowling Green State Falcons. I am Dustin Chicatano, alongside my broadcast partner, Ben Shanahan. And this is the first time that the Falcons have played a game here at the Slate in quite a while. I believe the last game they played here at the Slate was on December 2nd, I believe, against OU. So, Ben, it's been quite a while since we've been back here. How's it feel to be back?
Oh, I mean, it's awesome. It's the best arena in the entire world. I love it here. It feels like home as soon as you step inside of here. I mean, it's a kind of a different Bowling Green Falcons team as we left the Slater Family Ice Arena last time, Justin, as they kind of went on a tough skid, 8 straight losses. They finally broke that at the end of the Boston, Rhode Island trip against Bryant tonight, or last night, rather. They lost 7-3 to the team that they're playing tonight, Adrian College. Justin, what do you think they need to do to get back in the win column?
Well, I mean, they were doing a great job last night against Adrian. It was 3-3 at one point in the third period, and Adrian went on to score 2 goals to win the game. And, I mean, they took a lot of penalties. That's one thing that we emphasize. I mean, we can't say it enough. You got to stay out of the box. And unfortunately, we weren't able to broadcast the second game against Bryant during the Boston trip. But I have a very strong feeling that's something we would have emphasized during that game. The key to them winning by so much, or just winning in general, was they were out of the box. They were never in the box. And unlike them, Bryant, they were in the box the entire game. They took a plethora of penalties in all 3 periods, 6 penalties.
No, 15.
Oh,
sorry.
15. Oh, 15. 1-5. I thought you were
tried my
6.
best.
No, you're good. So 15 penalties. That's an average of 5 penalties per period. That's definitely not where you want to be, especially against a team like BG. And for BG, it's also not where you want to be against Adrian, taking any penalties at all. So just stay out of the box. And also, being back home, it's a big confidence boost because you have the home fans now. And also, I mean, like the feel of it, like there's certain things about playing at home, that you see like every day. Like it's like you feel at home. I'm trying to put it into a different words. It's like what you're used to. So I have a feeling that'll give the Falcons a boost here tonight, and it should be a good game. The second game of a 2-game set between Adrian and BG.
Yeah, Justin, I can't wait. And for the viewers at home, I mean, you could see it on the screen as we're talking. This might be the greatest jersey mashup that I've ever seen. Bowling Green wearing the creams, Adrian wearing the sick black with the secondary color being yellow, Justin. Mm-hmm. Just absolutely beautiful on the eyes, if you ask me. Bowling Green looking to get back in the win column. Kind of a different lineup. We saw that against Adrian last night. If you were following on the Twitter, head coach Drew Harper changing up the lineup a little last night, having the first line being Denal, Schuler, and Nitschke. Tonight it's also different, as I will double check on who is starting. I believe it's going to be Denal, I think it's, Denal, Zeeble, or Denal, Nelson, and Nitschke's a line. First line, though, is Ferry, Horvath, and Mikey. Justin, as a former hockey player, what do you think that does for confidence boost after kind of a tough last 10 games to change up the lines, get some fresh faces out with you, hopping over the boards?
Well, I mean, when you start to change up the lines, it does more for your team because other players start to build chemistry with players that they weren't playing with before. So I think it makes you more versatile. It makes your team and also individual players more versatile and better at adapting and building higher chemistry. I mean, any change that BG makes to their lineup, no matter what lineup they have, they're going to have a chance to win every night with all the players that they have. And I mean, I trust Coach Drew Harper and Brendan Duff, Blake Forasek, all the guys on the bench, that they're going to put in the right lineup at every game. So yeah, I mean, the changes, I mean, I expect all the players who were slotted in into a bigger spots to come through.
Yeah, and another change tonight is Leo Lapata, the sophomore, will be in net for the Falcons. We've seen a lot of great from him. We've seen a lot great from all the goalie room. As you know, Zach Brown played earlier this year. He has left the team. And then Jack Smalley, he's been absolutely phenomenal as the young freshman. We've seen Gavin Sudlow play a game. I mean, the goalie room of BG has just been a very special unit so far this year. But I will also say, going back to that Bryant win, another thing besides the staying out of the penalty box, that team had fun for the first time in a while. They were very, very much in their heads as you talk to any of those players. I mean, no one likes to lose, but this team really, really wants to win. and go far in this tournament. They kind of got in their own heads in the last 10 games. They had fun in that 9th one though against Bryant, and that's what the difference was, winning 5 to 3. I mean, it was close on the scoreboard, but you just knew BG was winning that one because they don't have the time of their life, and that's what they're going to try to do again here today. Is we're about 3:28 left from puck drop. You do not want to miss this one because we got a really special one, Justin.
And we got national anthem and also starting lineups coming up soon. So don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a few moments, so stay tuned.
God, my
And
hair's
with the
looking good today.
clock that ran out for warm-ups, it looks like we're just about ready to begin this matchup. But first, we're going to have starting lineups and the national anthem. And we will go over some keys to the game before the national anthem. Ben, what are your 3 keys to the game for this game for BG?
Well, I'll just skip to the third, one. I always say the third one, but you can't be stupid. Got to stay out of the penalty box. 2, have fun. I mean, you're playing the game you loved your entire life. I mean, it's college hockey. ACHA is awesome. And 3, I mean, got to use that momentum of the home crowd. I mean, it's a very packed barn for an ACHA game. It's not the most packed we've seen, but it's pretty packed so far. Justin, what's your 3 Shanna plans of the game?
Well, for a late night game, it's pretty packed. So I would say one thing, feed off the crowd, because I mean, every single crowd that you played in front of for the past month has been favoring the other team. Also, get off to a early start. We've seen what this team can do when they get off to an early start, and they went down 2-0 last night. That can't happen again tonight. And also, it's what you said, say out of the box. I know I took one of yours, but it's like we said during the pregame, we can't emphasize that enough. And the starting lineups for the Falcons, the forwards are Cole Ferry, Micah Papuanu, and Cam Horvath. On defense, Trey Ziebel and Trent Gray. And in between the pipes, Leo Lapata. And here's your national anthem performed by Grace Whetstone.
Man, Justin, that's probably the greatest song in all of America's history. Just absolutely love that. Gets me buzzing every time I hear it. It's time for
I like this song better. They're playing Hell's Bells before the game. As a Giants fan, playing Hell's Bells at puck drop, I mean, what more could you ask for?
I don't know, man. Kind of anti-patriotic to think Hell's Bells is better than the national anthem, but that's just me. And that's kind of just screwed up on moral parts.
Hey, hold on a second.
Justin cheers for the USSR during Miracle.
I did what? I wasn't even alive for that.
But it's time. It's time for puck drop, Justin. Anything else to say before we get right into this one?
I don't think so. I'm as ready to see the boys play. First time back at home in a while, and a scoring update for you. St. Thomas just went up over Bowling Green 3-2 in the third period. So rough go. Hopefully they're able to come back and net one before a regulation ends.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough. That'd be a tough upset after 6 straight to get swept by St. Thomas. But I mean they're a gritty team.
And I mean, like, they've come a long way, St. Thomas. They had a really rough year last year, but I mean that's what happens when you move up to D1 your first year. It's going to be rough no matter what, except for Penn State.
Yeah, well,
but I mean, like they've come a long way this year. They're a much better team, and we are just about set.
And the Tommies, one last thing, just made $175 million arena. Yeah, 2025.
And the face-off won back by BG, and Horvath throws it in deep. As we said before, the starters for the Falcons are Mikey Papuanu, Cole Ferry, and Cam Horvath as a forward group. And on defense, Trey Ziebel and Trent Gray. And we see Ziebel, he got moved back to defenseman, and they kept Nelson also on defense. And you have to think that has a lot to do with losing Colin Dirkmatt for the rest of the season, as he suffered an unfortunate injury during the winter break.
Yeah, tough upper body injury for Colin Dirkmatt there. I mean, just a heck of a player, an even better person. You hate to see that, but he'll be out for the season. We'll see him back for his junior season in the orange and brown. We hope at least.
Now a puck battle at neutral ice, and a hand pass is called. So that will blow the play dead. In net for the Adrian Bulldogs, Alexander Herman. from Yonkers, New York. Nice to see somebody from the tri-state area playing here. We also have Mark Rudo, who's also from that area, and myself.
Yeah. Big Northeast tri-state area.
I cannot stress
School.
it. I cannot stress it enough. That drive is just awful.
Yeah, I mean,
And pass in front, and it went wide of a few players. Sorry.
yeah, can't complain with the drive to Chicago, 4 hours. Just stay on the same road the entire time.
I mean, it's nothing but highway, right?
Yeah, just take I-80 all the way there.
For us, nothing but highway, but like, I mean, all trees, nothing but, it's very, very boring. Nothing but highway and just farms.
Yeah, I just got to drive through Indiana. It's a joke.
And the clearing attempt was kept in by Denal. Denal racing it after it, stopped up there by the Bulldogs as they attempt to clear. Kerr was able to keep it in. It was retrieved there by Nicholson. Now thrown around, and Nicholson gets it back. Thrown around the boards. Comes near Tiggs, but it will be played by Ryan Hoover. Hoover moves down the far wing, drop pass. Now it comes in front, and Tiggs was able to keep the puck away from the crease. As that was Yamarino who had that chance. Now Yamarino has it back. Swings it around. Hoover goes in to get it in the far corner, being watched there by Tiggs. Tiggs checks the puck and then runs him into the boards. Now Harchie takes over, and his pass was blocked away by Yamarino. And this forward group doing a great job for Adrian, keeping the puck in the zone. Now Harchie has it, and he flips it out. And it's played there by Finfer. Finfer throws it in. Harchie has it now, stops up. He gets checked into the boards there by Malone. And now the puck is thrown out by BG. Just thrown all the way back down. That's Skinner going back to retrieve it.
Yeah, Adrian doing a great job of what Bowling Green does to teams a lot when they're dominating, just making it almost impossible to break it out.
And as that puck was thrown back in, Skinner missed it as he tried to play it. And he'll get the retrieval pass from his teammate. Now it's thrown out. Racing to go get it is McGuire. McGuire tried to tiptoe his way into the zone. It was poked away from him. And Schutte got knocked down hard there and neutralized. Big hit there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and this is one of those teams that are just rough and tough, and they'll crush you, and it'll make it clean somehow.
Malone poke check there by Odell. Now Wood chops at it and is able to get it into the zone. He moves in. He shoots, and a glove save made there by Herman. And a great play there by Jeff Wood, the junior forward, and we saw him. He had a great season last year. It's something me and him talk about a lot. He was having a great season last year, and unfortunately he got injured. He was leading the team in points when he got injured, and it's been great to see him back on the ice this season.
Yeah, that kind of was what the last year's team issue was. Papawanu led the team in points when he got hurt. So did Wood, and so did Schuler.
Yep.
All season-ending injuries last year.
A backhand pass in front, and a chance, and they score. A great pass in front, and Greg O'Bricky finishes the chance off as he beats the pot of 5-hole. And less than 3.5 minutes into the first, it's 1-0 Adrian.
Yeah, if you're Bowling Green, you got to bounce back here. I mean, obviously, but you do not want a team like Adrian, who's coming off a hot win last night and just got the first one in the home road barn under 4 minutes. Got to figure it out here and score.
Now chip pass up, comes over to Zeeble. Zeeble, Papawanu now comes over to Ferry, and he'll take it in. Ferry waits. Big slap shot save made by Herman, and he holds it. And I don't care where Ferry shoots it from. His shot is always dangerous.
Yeah,
like,
no,
no
he's
matter
one of the best.
Where it comes from.
He's one of the best shots on the team, and his control on the puck is just absolutely one of the best I've ever seen, especially for a guy his size.
Wrist shot, one-timer, slap shot, doesn't matter. Now shot by Papawanu, got blocked off. Now it's skated out by O'Connor. O'Connor being checked there by Papawanu. Spins back, and Papawanu knocked him down. Second around the net, and Zeeble knocked a man down behind the net. That was Benda who got knocked down. Now Zeeble will take it out. Benda chasing after him. Zeeble moves in, and he lost the puck there, and now he's tied up in front of the net with somebody as his stick is being held, and he's able to get out of there. And that's being brought in, and that shot was blocked away by Gray. Now Gray will take it behind the net. And they'll chip it over to Rudo. Rudo trying to dipsy-do around one of the Bulldogs, and now they will take it away. Now pass in front. It's loose in the slot. And now Gray will take over. Off the boards pass. And it went off the official, as Denol could have had a break there if the official didn't stop it. And that shot is saved by Lapata. Unfortunate break there as the official made pretty much no attempt to get out of the way.
Yeah,
and it went off of him.
Sometimes you take a bad bounce there. If you're Bowling Green, you just got to bounce back, happy that that one didn't go in your net. This Bowling Green Falcon team's had a few tough breaks so far this season.
And that face-off is loose, and it's won back by the Bulldogs. Throwing down low, Harchie giving chase. No swinging around for Nitschke. Nitschke's able to get it out. Now Rudo leaves it over to Tiggs. Tiggs moves in. He also has a very dangerous shot. He shoots, and a glove save made by Herman. 15:04 to go in the first. 1-0. Bulldogs lead the Falcons. I would say the chances so far have been even. The Falcons have done a good job getting the puck into the zone. Adrian has as well. And Denol on the draw here. And he wins it back over to Harchie. Harchie at the point. And a shot there deflected, and a save made by Herman. As that shot got deflected right in the slot. Not sure who it went off of, but that was definitely tipped by somebody. Denol plays it off the boards.
Yeah,
Cope has it. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. And no shocker here. I mean, Denol's play to look out for, as he had 2 goals last night.
And that pass was blocked off by Rudo, and he will throw it in off the glass. Herman goes to play it behind the net. He will drop it off for Nicholson. And Nicholson pass up. Now it's tossed out by Finfer. Now Klein plays the puck back in, Now Potts has it. He throws it around. Cora throws it in deep, and a scoring update for you guys. BG has tied the game against St. Thomas in the 3rd period. So good to see they were able to tie the game, and we will have updates for you for the rest of that game. Klein got the pass from Bertzlaff. Sorry, go ahead.
And that's also Austin Swengler's 18th game with a point.
Now a shot, and they score. Great shot there by one of the Bulldogs. That was Dominic Yamarino on the goal as he brought it in and beat Lapata high, short side. And exactly 6 minutes into the game, Adrian leads 2-0.
And that's a tough one early. 6 minutes in, you're down 2-0. Bowling Green has to do something. I know I said it last goal, but they have to do something or this game will get out of hand. Adrian's one of probably the most talented teams in the area.
Odell went to draw it back, and Zeebel's pass was blocked off, and he gets knocked down. Zeebel and one of the Bulldogs. I was about to say Tommy's because I'm thinking about St. Thomas. They're battling by the blue line.
Yeah, it's a tough break. Zeebel's been beaten up all night, and it's only been 7 minutes in on his 21st birthday. Happy birthday, Trey Zeebel.
And also to Chase Denol as well. It's both their birthdays. 2 very talented players, both first-year players for the club team. And they've done a phenomenal job all year long. And now Gray has it. Plays it off the boards. Now Wood trying to play it. And Gray backhands one along and went past Wood. And now it's taken back over by the Bulldogs, and it's swung in there by Malone. And Gray ran a man hard there into the boards. And that was McGuire. Now it's brought out. Odell trying to play it. Now it's taken back over there by Finfer. And now Benda has it. Andre Benda plays it out. Now Hoff has it. Hoff goes around Papuanu and heads into the zone. Almost lost it. He did lose it, but now it's picked back up. Loose in the slot, and the clearing attempt was blocked off, and that shot is blocked off by Tiggs. And now Ferry has it. Ferry poke check there. And he's able to throw it in deep. Now off the boards. Kept in by Harchie. Harchie plays it down low. Now Ferry with a takeaway. Horvath now back to Ferry. Now at the point, Tiggs has it. Tiggs pass across. Harchie. Harchie's shot, and it went wide. Now it's thrown in front. Horvath trying to get to it, and he tried to swing it in front, but it was blocked off. Now it's poked back into the zone. Delayed offsides is called. Now Papuanu giving chase. And Benda throws it around. Ferry goes to play it. Ferry pass in front, and it went off of a few Adrian players. Now Papuanu has it. Pass across. Big save. The rebound, and they score. Cole Ferry gets the goal and that cuts the lead down to 1.
I mean, that, like we said, what did we just say, Justin, like 3 minutes ago? Cole Ferry, one of probably the most disgusting handler on the team, and he buries one there, cuts the score in half, and that's what I want as the Toronto Maple Leafs goal horn is the goal horn of the night.
I mean, that was a great takeaway by Papuano, and he gave a great pass to Horvath. Horvath got all of that one-timer from what I saw, and Herman made a huge save, and then Ferry was right there on the doorstep for the rebound, and he puts it home. And just like last night, Adrian goes up 2-0, and BG answers right back.
Yeah, you just got to stay on the penalty box for Bowling Green.
And the puck is thrown in by O'Bricky. Now O'Connor battling for it. O'Bricky has it back. Pass in front. And that may have been a shot that went wide. Now it's backhanded in front. And it was blocked off. Comes in front again. Save made by Pata. And it's whacked at. Still loose. And now Nitschke will take over. And Nitschke plays it out. Great pass over to Rudo. And he tried to hit Denol, who was breaking it in the zone, but he missed him. And then Rudo tried to keep it in, but it went past him. Now pass across. O'Bricky will take that. And then we lost it. And a hit there by the blue line, excuse me. And now Nitschke brings it in. Nitschke shoots, and that one went wide. Not sure if Herman got a piece of it. Now playing it there is Cope. And now it's played out. Zeeble stops it up there. Moves into the zone. And offside is called as, I don't know, when I saw that, I was like, wait. And it was a bit too quick into the zone there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Bowling Green here, just got to keep peppering away. You saw what happens when you had the numbers inside the offensive zone. It's kind of been their problem so far all night. Just getting the puck in the zone, and when they do, they don't have the numbers.
And Cora's shot got deflected up into the mesh, so that will stop play. 10:37 to go here in the first. First off, we'll take the draw for the Falcons, and he wins it back. And Cora tried to play it back at the point, but it was blocked off. Now throwing back into the zone, Tiggs trying to play it. Now pass in the middle, and that shot went wide. As that shot came off the stick of Matt Yasmak. Matt Yasmak, that's a great name.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great ACHA names so far this year. That's got to be up there.
And that stick broke on the pass. And he throws it down in frustration, and offside is called on Adrian. And that will stop play with 10:08 to go here in the first. And I think this is what I expected. I mean, with the score being 5-3 last night, back and forth action, both teams getting chances, I think that's what I expected, and that's what it's been so far.
Yeah, both these teams have great offenses, and when those offenses are clicking, it's going to be a track meet. I mean, we've talked about it. Chase Nitschke has a lot of speed on this Bowling Green Falcon team. Chase Denal is unbelievable. Cole Ferry already has a goal tonight. Same with Cam Horvath, and the list goes on and on and on.
You can say that everybody has the talent to be a top-line player on this team. They all got it. But, I mean, you can also say the same for pretty much all the other teams that they play against. I mean, it's a very competitive conference that they're in. Every single team they play. Archie trying to play it. Odell whacking at it. Puck pops up in the air by the BG bench. Now it's taken back over by Adrian.
Yeah, conference and even out of conference, the region is just very, very tough. The southeast.
Finford's back pass is taken over there by Hoover, but it was poked away from him, and now Schutte has it. Schutte throws it in the zone as the Falcons will make a change as they bring out the line of Horvath, Ferry, and eventually Papuanu. Now it's brought back in by Hoover. Hoover running through there by Gray. Now Yamarino has it, and now Gray takes it away. Gray will head out of the zone, gets it over to Wood, and it went past Wood. And now they will complete the line change. Hoover has it now. Great pass up, and it went off the stick of his teammate there as he was looking for Clark. And now that's Zeeble trying to play it. Zeeble will take it out. Pass across over to Ferry, and Ferry chips it in. Now thrown around. It goes past Horvath. Now Zeeble will have it, and now Tiggs. Tiggs board pass, taken back by Hoover, and he throws it in deep. Now Now comes out of the zone. Ferry went to go play, and it rolled off his stick. Now it's brought back in by the Bulldogs. Shot there, save made by Lapata, and he will hold 8:12 to go in the first.
Great save by Lapata there to take the angle and make sure Adrian couldn't pass with the other Falcon defenders there trying to block him off, and it works.
Horvath against McGuire on the draw, on the tie-up. It's one back by Adrian, and that shot was partially blocked as Lapata was able to make a pad save. And now Malone has it. Malone working his way in the slot. And he gets the pass over to his teammate there. Now behind the net. McGuire has it. McGuire running through there by Tiggs and is able to keep possession on the puck. Washed over by Horvath. Horvath lost his stick and he picks it back up. McGuire still has it, and a big hit there by Tiggs. But Adrian will continue to cycle. Archie looking to take it away. And the puck rolls out, poked out there. Now Papuanu has a chance for a break. He moves in, and offsides. I don't know about that. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see that offsides call?
I did not. I mean, it was a close one.
I don't know about that. If you folks at home want to go back and look at that and comment if it was offsides or not, I'd appreciate it. I didn't think it was offsides, and that could have been a 2-on-1 or a partial break for Papuanu and Ferry. And now the puck is thrown back in. Now playing it behind the net there is Potts. It's thrown out. Rudo trying to battle for it there. And bringing it out there is Carper. Carper stops up. Gets in the zone. Blocked out there by a couple players. Now comes down into the far corner. Now back at the point. Shot on net, and it went wide. Shot coming off the stick of Stephen Cope. That puck thrown all the way around. Nelson giving chase. And picked up there by O'Connor. Now a few players from East Sheen battling for it by the boards. Now Carper knocked down there by Rudo. Now Nelson has it. Nelson passed across over to Denal. Denal and a chip pass. He was trying to hit Nitschke, but he couldn't hit him. And that pass is thrown through neutral ice. And Klein tried to clear it, and it's brought back in. And offside is called. I
didn't see that one either, Justin.
Yeah, I mean the puck. I don't know.
Bowling Green catches a break after that one.
I thought the puck was in the zone.
Like way in the zone as the Adrian Bulldog passed the blue line.
And I heard somebody yell. You figure if you hear somebody yell, there's something wrong with the call. You're not stupid for thinking, for being confused. So, I don't know. Zebo with a great move between the legs. Backhander in front, save. Puts it in front. Dubendorfer trying to whack at it. Still loose, and it's cleared out of there.
Great toe drag by Big Z over there, skating coast to coast. And golden bullet, Jacob Dubendorfer just missed it right there from tying this game at 2.
And icing called. 6:14 to go in the first. Bertzlaff on the draw. And he will take it against Sup.
Sup?
Sup.
What an awesome last name.
George Sup from Adrian, Michigan. Big drive off the crossbar. Trent Gray put one on net, and that puck had eyes, and it went right off the crossbar. And now it's brought back in. Great toe drag move, still loose, and that shot went just wide. A phenomenal effort there. As that was Stephen Cope who brought it all the way down the ice, made a great toe drag move, and almost got it on net. Now Bertzlaff will take it on in.
That's probably Trent Gray's best attribute on his team. Is we've said it so many times, just throw a puck on net, see what happens, and he does that a lot, and he has a few goals from it.
He has a seeing eye shot every time, and that was almost a takeaway for Dubendorfer as he could have had that. Now it's brought back in. Hoover brings it in, goes around the net, and he lost his footing and also lost the puck. And now Harchie will bring it out. And it looked like he lost the puck before he lost his footing there. It was a bit of a confusing play. As it looks like Nick Tiggs is in some discomfort as he goes off, and that shot is saved by Lapata. And a big hit behind the net as Harchie knocked down Hoover. And hopefully Nick Tiggs is okay.
Yeah, Nick Tiggs.
As he looked to be staying off one of his legs as he made his way off the ice.
Nick Tiggs, one of those special freshmen in this year's recruiting class. Same with Logan Harchie and Jack Smalley and a lot of them. Yeah, big loss for the Falcons.
As a Ranger fan, he reminds me a lot of Ryan Lindgren. who, I mean, like, he's very physical. He doesn't make one mistake on defense. And you knock him down, he's going to get right back up.
Yeah, and he's a tough customer, Nick Tiggs. I mean, he's like John Jaros. If you watch his team a lot, I mean, he'll just throw his body everywhere. Sometimes take a penalty here or there, but
now they're battling for it at the near corner, and it's cleared down into the far corner. As now Schutte has it, and he tried to get it out, but it was kept in. Odell trying to get to it. He went to go dive at it, and it was kept in. Now Wood plays it back. Pass over to Odell. And Odell's pass was blocked off. And that dumping attempt was blocked off. And now Iamarino gives it to his teammate. And that shot is saved by Lapata, and he holds it.
And this is a final update for you, Bowling Green D1 hockey fans. We have a tie, 3-3. They'll go into a shootout, I believe, to see who gets the tying or deciding second point. But
I've always been confused about that. Like, do you get an extra point for winning the shootout?
I believe so, yeah.
Because I don't know.
Huge series for the Tommies, though, as they've just moved into 6th place. Bowling Green's still in 1st place, but there's some points to have still behind them as they've played more games than almost everybody else in the conference. But we'll go back to this one, 2-1 2-1 Bulldogs.
And a drive by Cope was saved by Lapata, and a shot there from Cope again was blocked off. And now a chip pass, Papuanu trying to get to it, and now 2-on-1. Papuanu brings it in, and his pass was blocked off, and he gets tripped up there, and a penalty is called. And BG is going to get a power play, as it'll be Stephen Cope going off for tripping.
And I know, Justin, we talk about how don't be dumb and take penalties, but for the Bulldogs, that's probably a smart penalty, as Horvath and Papuanu are very talented players. If you got a 2-on-1 there, probably would have been a goal. But Chip will be sitting with the Adrian Bulldog in the penalty box as he's working penalty box tonight. Probably a smart penalty, though, Justin. What do you think? Kind of stopped the goal there.
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, before he got him, he blocked off the pass, and the net came off, so they're going to put it back on. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the right play to make. We see, I mean, you see our defensemen do that probably one every 2 or 3 2-on-1s that they go down to try and block the pass off. Just an unfortunate spot to be in. The power play unit on Papuanu, Denal, Nitschke, Ferry, and Zeeble. Now Papuanu pass across. Ferry moves in, shoots, and that shot got blocked off. And it's cleared all the way back down by McGuire. And now Lapata will play it behind the net. Zeeble goes to get it. And he goes to battle for it. He's able to fend off a Bulldog, but it was taken away. Now McGuire plays it back out. As that's Skinner. Pass across, and it's driven all the way back down.
A lot of Bowling Green fans wanted to trip in the corner against Papuanu. They didn't get it, though. Still stay 5-on-4.
Now Denal will move in. He had multiple goals in the game last night. He moves in, goes around the net. Now he has it at the point. Still working with it. Pass in front, and it went off of a couple bodies in front. Now McGuire has it, and he got running too hard there by Ferry. As now Tiggs will play it. Pass across as the power play is just over halfway over. And now Tiggs.
The multi-point night is not really anything new for Denal. He's had one almost, he's probably averaging 2 points a game.
Now thrown out, and Rudo tried to knock it down to keep it in, but could not. And now Horvath will play it behind the net. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first. The 2-1 in favor of the Bulldogs. Under 30 seconds to go in the power play now. Rudo tried to backhand one, but he lost it. And now Horvath will take over. That could have been a dangerous chance, as there was a streaking Bulldog in front, as that was O'Bricky, excuse me. Now shot by Rudo, pad save made by Herman.
And we were right, as Bowling Green wins the shootout against St. Thomas. They'll get that deciding second point.
Great to hear that. And now Horvath pass across. Rudo tries to settle it down, and now Horvath almost lost it, and he gets knocked down as that puck is thrown in deep off the boards. Rudo trying to kick at it, and he'll play it back at the point. Gray throws it towards the net, and it got blocked off, and now O'Bricky has it. Passed across, and went off the skate of one of the Bulldogs. And now it's played with the stick by Lapata. Now Nelson passed across, Archie. And chips it up, it goes near Odell. Odell tried to play it in, but it was poked away from him. And now Nicholson will take over. The chip pass goes off of his teammate there, Sup.
Just an
It
all-time
sounds so
last
weird,
name.
keep on saying Sup. It's like I'm saying hi to you.
Yeah, I know. Nothing. I'm not doing any much, just watching some good ACHA hockey.
Sounds so stupid. No glove save. I sound so stupid when I say that. No glove save made by Lapata. 1:25 to go in the first. And so we will go over the remaining schedule now for the Falcons, as next weekend we will have 2 games for you. Both games will be here at the Slater, as they will take on Louisville. And then the weekend after that, they will have 2 games up in very, very northern Michigan against Lake Superior State. I mean, that's even more north than northern Michigan. That is really far out north. I believe it's right on the border of Canada.
Yeah, right on the border of Canada, Ontario. We're not talking like right on the border like Detroit. And that one's way up there in Michigan.
And those 2 games will be 2 weeks away from now. Both games will be up at Lake State. And then the weekend after that, we will have the playoffs, and we will have every single game for you guys here on the YouTube channel. Every game for every team, featuring teams like Ohio State, OU, Louisville, Kentucky, all the teams, Michigan, Michigan State.
And we'd like to thank the TSCHL for that great honor of having us call those games. And going back to that schedule, that Saturday, Justin, we're honoring you, partner, as the senior night for the players. That'd be Denal, Messi, and the guy to my left.
Big save made there. It's still loose. It's still loose. Lapata diving all over the place. It's still loose. And now Odell will take it out. And he gets knocked down hard there. Now Webb will bring it out. But, yeah, like what you were just saying, I'm very excited. Also kind of sad that it's coming to an end. It's been a lot of fun the past couple years.
Yeah, I mean, you've been awesome. I don't know what else
Big
to say.
hit there by Bertslaff. Great hit by the BG captain. Now maybe one last rush here for the Falcons. No, it's cleared back down. 10 seconds to go in the period. Puck thrown out off the glass. Whacked that there. Now it's thrown back in. And that will do it for the first period, as Adrian will have a 2-1 lead heading into the second period, as they hopped out to a 2-0 lead on goals from O'Bricky and Yamarino.
As we seem to have a scrum right in front of the BG bench.
And they will separate.
I missed it. I looked over at the Falcons leaving the ice.
Yeah. So did I. Yeah, I didn't see it either. As
Nick Tiggs seems to be
like,
part of that.
As it looks like Tiggs and Hoover are going back and forth.
According to our producer today, Luke Schuler, it seemed that Adam Bertslaff, the captain for your Bowling Green Falcons, hooked an Adrian Bulldog, and that's what started the melee. But Bowling Green will leave the ice, and the refs will hold Adrian just so there's no drama off or on the ice. Both teams will head to the locker room. Justin, what did you like from what you saw in this one, this first period?
Overall, I mean, there's not much to say. I think it was a great period, up and down the ice. I mean, just like Adrian did a really, really good job getting the puck into the zone. I mean, I think that's the one improvement I think we could say for what BG has to look to change up. They can't make it as easy as it has been for Adrian to get the puck in the zone. They were improving on it later on in the period. But, yeah, and also finish on your chances. They had a couple great chances. Gray ringing out the crossbar. I mean, that's not quite it's not necessarily a finishing play, but I mean, when you have those chances, if you're coming that close, it's only a matter of time before you score again. So keep on throwing pucks on net, and good things will happen. And yeah, don't let them get into the zone as easy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought overall, back and forth, both offense and defense, it was a great period for both teams. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, in the first 4 minutes, Adrian is one of those teams that just smothers you on offense. They did a great job of keeping the puck inside of the Bowling Green zone and just firing on Leo Lapata. Unfortunately, 2 went in. And then Bowling Green seemed to adapt. They got one, like you said, Cole Ferry, and they kind of used the Adrian strategy to just smother you and just keep putting shots on net. And like we said with the ACHA goalies, nothing against them, but you keep firing pucks on net, eventually some scrum will break out in front and there'll be a tip in. So Bowling Green's got to go back to doing that as they do it so well. Just anything else to add before we leave this first intermission and wait for the puck drop again in the second period?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, you want to stay tuned in this one. Bowling Green down 2-1 to the Adrian College Bulldogs. 11:53 left in the first intermission. We will see you come puck drop in the second period. Stay tuned.
And welcome back, everybody. It looks like we're just about ready to start the second period. Horvath was on the draw. No, Bricky won it back. It's brought back up by the Bulldogs and flipped back in. Ziva got knocked down there. It goes past Ferry, all the way back down. O'Bricky will take over.
Bowling Green coming out hot in this period so far in the first 20 seconds. They need to, as Ferry will take the pass down.
Now comes in front. And it's brought out of there by the Bulldogs. Pass across, knocked down with the stick, or with the skate, excuse me, by Zeeble. And now brought back in. A shot on there, blocker save made by Lapata. Great save by Lapata. And now Papuanu got knocked down. And no call there. Now Zeeble. Pass over to Ferry. Ferry moves in, drop pass. Horvath shoots. Blocker save made by Herman. Goes into the corner. Cope battling there with Horvath. Now pass in front by Ferry. Got blocked off. And it rolled in on Herman, and he covered it up.
Yeah, I don't think Ferry meant to take a shot on net there. Ferry was trying to find Horvath out front, and Herman just had a better idea and just put his glove down and froze it.
Rudo, Denol, and Nitschke are the forwards on the ice now. Tiggs and Harchie on defense. Hoover will take the draw against Denol in the BG offensive zone. And Denol is able to win it back, trying to poke at it, and it's taken over by Adrian, but the long pass up was blocked off by Tiggs. Now brought back in. Cope moves in with it. Cope shoots, and a save made by Lapata. I think it's running too hard there, and the net went way off its moorings as that was Cope running into Lapata hard as he made a 6 save. And Lapata gets up and looks to be okay.
Yeah, it looked like accidental contact there. I don't think he was trying to run the goalie for any reason, as Leo Lapata really hasn't given a reason to run the goalie. At least from what I've seen.
No, I agree.
But he is a trash talker. You can't see it from up here. Probably one of the best chirpers on the team.
He loves to get under other team's skin. And that shot went wide as the puck was on edge, and that shot also went wide. Now Yamarino has it at the near boards. And now back at the point. Shot there, blocked off by Denol. Now Nishi trying to clear, it's kept in, and that shot was blocked off by Rudo. Now Tiggs moves in. Tiggs pass back, and he just missed Rudo. Now pass up, and it's going to be a chance here. Marino has a man breaking, goes to the backhand, puts it in front, and he missed the streaking forward. And now that shot was going up high, and Lapata stood up and gloved it. 18 minutes to go in the second.
Great jumping catch by Lapata there as he got 2 feet in bounce. So we're going into divisional round for the NFL playoffs this weekend.
Oh, geez, the Giants.
Eagles.
The Giants are making me nervous. Making me mix up my priorities. But that's what happens when you're a diehard sports fan. That's what happens. And Mock trying to play it, thrown back in. Cora tried to play it, and it was knocked away from him. And Nicholson backhands it out to the point, and that shot got blocked off, and it comes in front, and it's cleared out of there by Nelson. A great job by the freshman defenseman, and if Kerr was able to knock that puck down, it could have been an odd man rush, but it was going to be very tough for him to knock it down. And he was able to block off that pass. Now Nelson throws it back in. And Skinner tried to stop it, but he couldn't. Now pass across. Nicholson, long pass up, and he just missed Mock. And Mock should have played with the glove, and he lost his stick. Now it's brought back in. The wrist shot there, save made by Lapata, and he holds it. And that shot coming off the stick of guess who? Sup.
Probably just the greatest name I've ever heard.
Either that or Detroit Red Wings prospect, Red Savage.
Yeah, I mean, that one's awesome. He's from University of Miami. We saw them play earlier this season. His brother, cannot think of his brother's name. I think it's Ryan Savage.
Ryan Savage.
Jersey number 21, so the back of his jersey says 21 Savage.
And that shot went just wide. And Benda had that shot. But yeah, that game when we were in Miami, that was a crazy game. Miami tied the game with under a minute left, and then I believe they won it, or no, they lost. They lost, as that shot is saved by Lapata. But yeah, they lost in the shootout. I do remember we were broadcasting the game. Our game got underway.
Yeah, Ferris State. They've had kind of an interesting year. They've been.
I believe Ferris State's goalie had at least 40 saves in that game.
Yeah, Stein's really good. He was on the U.S. Olympic team last year.
And that's a great campus to go to. Very beautiful campus, Miami.
And Red Savage was on the U.S. World Juniors this year.
I believe he was a 4th-round pick for the Wings, as that shot is blocked off. Now it's loose in front, and McGuire whacked at it, and it went wide. Now Odell has it. Odell pass across. It comes over to Gray. Gray knocked down hard there. That comes in front, shooting. Backhander by Gray went wide. And now Odell tried to swing it in front, and it was blocked off. This could be a break here for Adrian. Just brought in here. Now poke check and a shot, and Lapata was able to stick it away. As that was Hoff who fanned on the shot. And that shot, and they score! Thrown on net by Andre Benza, and that puck had eyes. And Adrian increases their lead back. They have their 2-goal lead back, and it's 3-1 with 15:58 to go in the second.
Yeah, I mean, that all started with that big hit on Trent Gray down in the offensive zone or Adrian's defensive zone, depending on who you're talking about. They lost. That made Bowling Green lose the puck and got the bench excited, and they skated all the way down. Great shot on net.
And I mean, that's just a rough break for the Falcons. I mean, Adrian comes out with a great start to the second period, and you got to find a way to answer back here. And he did so well answering back in the last period. Just got to find out how to do it again here in the second. Now pass in front, clear out of there by Harchie. Comes back and thrown back in deep by Potts. Thrown in front, and it comes back to Potts. Potts waits up, great move there. Ferry tied him up. Now thrown in deep. Backhand in the front, cleared away by Harchie. Horvath knocked him in into the boards, and then Tiggs does. Now Horvath plays it. Horvath passed across, tried to hit Ferry, and it went through his legs as he couldn't settle it down. Now it's thrown back in. Harchie giving chase. Lapata out to play it. And he backhands one around. Now Papuanu trying to play it. Horvath will get to it first. Pass off the boards. Great pass up to Ferry. Ferry moves in. Tries to wait, and he throws it in deep. As he was on the ice for a while, and he was out of gas.
Adrian does a great job of just smothering the puck. Ferry tried to wait to get the numbers out there, and he just simply did not have the time as the Adrian Bulldogs were all over him.
That long pass out, and Nelson tried to knock it down. And icing waved off, as I believe the official pointed at Lapata because he left the crease. I believe that's why they waved icing off.
Yeah, tough break there. Luckily Bowling Green got it because the ref called it off, and then the ref was in the way of Nelson.
Now Rudo tried to reverse it, but it was blocked off. Now, and Denal steals it. Denal's pass pops up in the air, and Nelson has it now. Nelson back pass over to Denal. Denal, great move, moves in. Denal, and he was poked on that shot, and he tried to get another shot off, and it was blocked off. And now shipped out, and it goes over into the bench, and the assistant coach, Blake Forrest, and our cameraman, Tyler Doe, almost got hit with a puck there.
Yeah, I think Tyler Doe just barely nicked him on the knee. Our fearless boss. Glad he's okay. Probably one of the greatest Instagram keepers I've ever seen. Makes the boys always look good.
Now Denal on the draw. And it's controlled by Adrian. One of the Adrian players got knocked down, and a hit there at center ice as Rudo got knocked down hard there. Now pass up, Rudo running to again, that time by Potts. One of the Adrian players took a tumble there. Everybody's falling down all over the ice. You were going to say something?
Yeah, I think Mark Rudo got away with an interference out of frustration there, but Bowling Green will take it as.
Now pass up, and Rudo just missed the pass as it was on edge. And he collides there hard behind the net. He collided there with Cope. Now pass across. Cora plays it. It shifts off the glass now. Bertzlaff races in. Bertzlaff pass across. Dubendorfer back across. And he put it wide. The rebound and they score! Bertzlaff! He found his own rebound, wrapped it around and stuffed it in. And with 13:05 to go, it's back to a 1-goal game. Go ahead.
Oh, captain, my captain, congratulations to Adam Bertzlaff as he scores his second in 3 games. This time he put it in the back of the net with his stick and not a controversial kick as we saw in the Boston series, but a goal is a goal.
Yep.
And it's a 1-goal game again.
And I apologize for the weird call there. I was so baffled that they didn't score on that back pass. As Dubendorfer gave a great back pass over to Bertzlaff after Bertzlaff gave him a great pass. Now Dubendorfer racing after it, and he's going to get there first. Running into the boards. Cora tried to play it in front, but it was blocked off, and now it's thrown all the way out. Racing after it is Yamarino. Gray will get there first. Gray banks it off the boards and leaves the zone. Benda playing it now. Chipped up. Dubendorfer going to race after it. Knocked down by Bertzlaff as he's trying to play it in, and it's thrown back in. And something that I wanted to mention after they scored that goal on the break is in the second period, you always got to watch out because the bench is close to the net where you're scoring. So those changes, you have to be quick on those changes, and you got to be aware when the opponent's making a change.
Yeah, and since Bertzlaff scored that goal, both teams are just coming out firing.
And that shot went just wide. And yeah, I mean, that's exactly what BG did. Bertzlaff and Dubendorfer, they made a change at the perfect time as that puck will go down for icing. 12:07 to go in the second. 3-2, Adrian leads BG.
And like I was saying, though, I sense that Bertzlaff goal, well, this is probably the most fired up we've seen both teams as they're just soaring down the ice right now.
And I mean,
big face-off with the Falcons.
This time of the season, it's crunch time now. Both teams are fighting for playoff seeding. It's a big game for both teams. Wood giving chase. I tried to whack at it, but he missed it. Now Zeeble has it. Zeeble puts it towards Wood. Now back at the point. Shut on there, and that one got tipped up into the mesh, and that will stop play. 11:54 to go in the second. As not both teams, only BG will make a change. But they weren't able to change off that last whistle because it was an icing. Forwards on the ice are Schutte, Wood, and Odell, and defensemen Harchie and Tiggs. Harchie threw it around, and a big hit there. As Wood has it. Schutte got run into the boards hard there. Wood tried to hit Tiggs. He wasn't ready for it. Now Wood throws it in deep. Thrown around. Kept in though. Drive by Harchie. Save made by Herman. Now Odell trying to get to it. With the second back over by the Bulldogs. Brought in. Big slap shot. Got blocked off. Now behind the net. It's worked in front, and the net came off. So play will stop. 11:18 to go in the second.
And Logan Harchie doing a great job is what we've said. Trent Gray is guilty of doing a great job as well. Just throwing pucks on net today. Harchie has not had a goal tonight, but he is finding a lot of chances having pucks fired from the blue line. We'll see if that continues. A story to look at. 11:19 left in this second period. 3-2 Bulldogs of Adrian.
Now thrown around. Wood hit a man there. Now Wood tries to chop at it. Odell trying to poke away at it. Thrown in front and blocked off by Tiggs, and Tiggs will clear the zone. It's thrown right back in. Oh, it was blocked off by his own man as McGuire blocked the dumping attempt. Now Odell's shot gets blocked off. Wood dumps it in. Ferry trying to whack at it. And the second out now by McGuire. McGuire moves in. Spins. Now it's at the far corner. Malone pass in front as McGuire tried to one-time it in, but it was blocked off. McGuire doing a great job to protect the puck. And Wood doing a great job being in the passing lane. A shot, pass across. Shot, save, it's loose. And the play is blown dead.
I think the net came off again.
And was it the net?
It looked like the net. I mean, the refs are getting really really loose on this net call. I mean, I didn't think it come off enough, but it came off, and Bowling Green catches the break.
I think what I'm getting from our cameraman, Gavin Sudlow, and our scoreboard operator, Luke Schuler, is that it was an early whistle.
Oh, that's a tough break.
They just blew the whistle early. Well, I mean, because it went between Lapata's legs and then came right back out. And the whistle got blown. As soon as it went under Lapata, the whistle got blown.
Bowling Green catches a break there.
As that puck was in a dangerous spot. Forwards on the ice, Horvath, Papuanu, and Ferry. On defense, Klein and Nelson. Horvath on the draw, and he wins it back. Obricky trying to run into him there. Horvath maintains control. And he's still maintaining control, and he was almost able to clear it out. And now Klein has it. Klein pass across Ferry. Very long pass. Papuanu has Horvath streaking. Gets it to him in front, and he fanned on the shot. Great look there as they saw that play the whole way. Horvath was able to create some space, and he was almost able to corral that pass. That would have been a great tic-tac-toe passing play.
Yeah, I don't think Cam Horvath had full control of that puck, though.
Now pass across, shot, and that one went wide. Now back at the point, Potts has it. Potts shoots, and that got blocked in front. Klein clears out of there. Big drive, and a save made by Lapata. No, Horvath. Pass out, could be a 2-on-1. Papuanu racing after it, and he'll get there. But it went just too far for it to be an odd man rush. Now thrown around. A pass across, kept in by Horvath. Horvath pass across, Papuanu. And his pass for Ferry was just behind him. Now Klein dumps it in, knocked down with the glove by Potts. Potts throws it up, and it's deflected in there by the Bulldogs. Klein spins, he gets it over to Nelson. Nelson off the glass towards Rudo. Knocked down there and thrown back in by the Bulldogs as Nelson is having a hard time collecting himself in the far corner as he was running too hard there. And he's in a lot of discomfort.
Yeah, he took a left shoulder right off the boards. I believe that's his right shoulder now looking at it. But
a long pass up, and now Nitschke has a chance for a partial break, trying to move in, and he was stopped up there, but he has it, puts it in front, and Rudo was there in front, but it was blocked off, and a hit there as Zanol ran in to one of the Adrian players in front of the net, and that shot blocked off by Gray. And Gray will throw it all the way back down, and now Denol breaks in. Denol shoots, and that one went just wide. Now Nitschke down low, Denol pass in front. Rudo shot, fanned on it, and he almost was able to collect it for a second chance, but the puck was bouncing. Now pass back. Zeeble has it now. Zeeble back to Gray. Gray, Zeeble. Pass up Dubendorfer on a break, and I don't know if he got tripped up or lost his footing.
I think he got tripped up there.
Now Dubendorfer knocked it hard there, and a penalty is called. And then Core got taken down hard behind the net, and they're finally going to call a penalty. 7:34 to go in the second. BG will get their second power play of the game.
Oh my, though, Dubendorfer drew 3 penalties there, and the third one finally got called. Looked like he got tripped twice and then just absolutely annihilated into the Myers ad on the boards.
And then it'll be Zach Skinner who is heading off.
Bowling Green's got to capitalize on this power play here. I mean, that one, well, at least we're on the power play, though. That could have been a penalty shot.
Dubendorfer, Horvath, Core, Rudo, and Tiggs on for the power play. And BG controls off the draw. Tiggs has it at the point. Tiggs over to Core. Core waiting with it, back to Tiggs at the point. Tiggs shoots, blocked off. Now pass across, Rudo. They fan on the shot. Pass back at the point, Tiggs. Now Core. Core back to Tiggs. Tiggs waits. Great move. He shoots one, save. And it's covered up by Herman. And a great shot there by Tiggs as he was able to create space at the point.
And Nick Tiggs did talk to player Jack Messenger over the Boston trip, and Messenger just told him, hey, you're taking too long to take that slap shot. As soon as you get that puck, you have an open lane. I promise you, just send a screamer down there at the goalie and see what happens. Tiggs waits on that one, and that one was saved. We'll see if he adapts to Jack Messenger's plans.
And, I mean, we saw him score a phenomenal goal in the last game against Bryant, the game that we unfortunately weren't able to broadcast. As now Core has it. Core shoots, and that one went high and wide. Now Tiggs trying to get to it, and this could be a break chance, and it is. Moving on in, and the shot went wide. I don't know if Lapata got a piece of that. It looked like it went wide, and I believe that's going to be a penalty on Tiggs. And Tiggs will be sent off for maybe interference. And no cross-checking. I wasn't sure what the penalty was for, as I saw a player down for Adrian. So it's Tiggs that gets sent off.
That's a tough break for the Falcons there. You got to control your emotions, especially on the man advantage. Fortunately, he does not.
Now Ferry will take the draw. Ferry, Gray, Zeeble, and Papuanu are the penalty are playing on the 4-on-4. Not a penalty kill. Now Potts moves in with it. Potts, great move. Backhander save, the rebound. It's loose, thrown towards the net, and it went wide of the net as Lapata was dead to rights as he was down in the crease. And it's kept in. Zeeble trying to take it away, and he does. A Ferry pass across. Papuanu deflects it, and it pops up in the air. And it was touched with a high stick. Now it's played, and that shot by McGuire went wide. I mean, this is just like very, very like I don't know how to describe it. It's just like back and forth, crazy bounces. Like it's been like that all game, and offsides is called.
And I think Lapata's having an equipment issue. He's having trouble staying on his feet, his skate. I don't know if he's just slipping on his skates.
So I think like from what I've seen, like he's a goalie who like he reminds me a lot of like Pecorino. He moves a lot. He never like really like stays still. He's like he's always moving around, always like very, very like active in the crease. That's it feels like the right word, active. He's a very active goalie. As it's controlled off the draw by Adrian. Whacked out by Denal, but he couldn't poke it away as that shot goes high and wide. There's a pot. I may have gotten a piece of it with the glove, I'm not sure. Now Gray takes it. Gray chip pass as he tried to hit Nitschke, but could not. Now thrown back in, and it could be chance here, but no, the puck is going too far down. Nitschke going in to get it. This puck back in deep behind the net. Gray will take it. He reverses, and the Adrian penalty is now over, so Adrian's now on the power play. Nitschke moves in. He puts it in deep. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Benda. Pass across. He misses man. The clearing attempt by Klein was blocked off by the red line. Now brought back in. And great defensive play there by all the Falcons to negate that chance, and puck is cleared back down. Less than 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Adrian with a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, second period, like you said, had a lot of fireworks so far. We still have 5 minutes left.
O'Connor moves in, and both teams are back to 5-on-5. O'Connor's pass blocked off by Hartje, but now it's taken back by Potts. Now in deep, great move there, backhanded towards the net, and it went back behind the net as it went off a couple skates. Now Klein has it, throws it all the way around towards the far boards. Potts lifts it back behind the net, put in front, and clear out of there by Hartje. Now Core racing after it. Core, and he got knocked down hard there, and now Denal has it. Denal just lost the puck, but it's kept in. Bertsaff trying to whack at it. Now it's brought back up. And now a shot there, saved by Lapata. Now thrown in front, and Bertsaff will take it out. Bertsaff chip pass, and he tried to hit one on a breakaway. Couldn't find him. He was well covered there by Potts. I feel like Potts is always on the ice.
Yeah,
now pass in front, and Bertsaff was just like out of reach of that pass.
Potts is one of those gritty guys you've seen so far this game that, you know, you think that you hear his name the entire time, and he's just been in a lot of big moments.
I feel like he's always on the ice. He's always there.
Yeah.
24, he's always there. Now Benda has it. He has one of the goals in the game. Now Odell takes it away and moves in. Odell shoots, and that one went just high and wide. Bertsaff battling for it. Goes back behind the net, thrown around towards Tiggs. Now Bertsaff in the middle. and Odell could not corral it. Just over 3 minutes to go now in the second. Brought back in. Great poke check there by Gray. He's backhanded out. Odell racing after it. Now Wood trying to get to it. Benda will take it away from him. Wait with it in neutral ice and bring it on in and bank it off the boards into the zone. It goes towards Gray. And Gray fan on the pass, but he gets it back. Now moves down the ice with speed. Down the far wing, takes it wide. Backhands one towards the net, and it went wide. Now Zeeble tried to get it in deep, and now it could be a 2-on-0. Marino moves in, and he scores. Dominic Yamarino with his second goal of the game.
And I don't know what happened there, Justin. It just kind of seemed like a bad bounce, and next thing you know, that the two Adrian Bulldogs who were trying to get back to their defensive zone to play defense had the puck on their stick heading the other way, and we're back to a 2-goal lead for the Bulldogs.
It looked like a lot of guys were flat-footed in the offensive zone, and I mean, that's just going to happen when you're flat-footed and they're about to make a transition. You got to be back and you got to move your feet. And they had two guys up the ice, and BG had nobody back, so a bad break there for the Falcons as they're once again down by 2. Icing waved off here. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the second. Adrian leads 4-2. Puck kept in. Papuanu controls, pass in front and across. Shot save made by Herman. Great passing there from Papuanu to Ferry to Horvath. And a great save by Herman. And now someone's down on the ice, and that's Ferry. Ferry's down. Now he gets up, and he's going to head off as he looks to be in some discomfort as he's holding his face. Now it's brought back in.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there with Cole Ferry, but he looked like he was passed out on the center ice.
The pass out, and Rudo could not control. Now dump back in towards Zeeble. Zeeble backhands one over to Rudo. Rudo chip pass. Comes near Papuanu. Knocked down, and now Horvath will bring it in. Horvath, great move. Still controls, and he was just ridden off the puck there as he made a great move. 90 seconds to go, under 90 seconds to go now. Nitschke tried to back in, went around and was blocked off, and now Adrian will control. And a big hit there by Nitschke. Now a chip pass in the middle. Rudo trying to get to it, and it's knocked away from him. It's kept in though by Harchie. Harchie pass over to Denol. Denol waits, and he tried to shoot it from a bad angle, and it went wide. Klein keeps it in. And Nitschke threw it towards the net, and it went wide. Now Rudo, back pass, Harchie. Harchie shoots, blocked off there by McGuire. The chopped out, pops up in the air, still in the zone, and then all knocks it down. Nice chip pass to himself. Waits with it, still waiting, lost the puck, and he gets it back. Pass across. Harchie. Backhands one in front, tipped, and the save made by Herman. And it's just guided on net by one of the Adrian Bulldogs, and that will stop play with 38 seconds left to go. As it was guided in on net there by Hoff. I mean, BG, like, they've had their chances, and so has Adrian, and both goalies have been outstanding. Great saves from both goalies. I mean, like I don't know. Like, I know there's been 6 goals through 2 periods combined, but I thought both teams have played pretty soundly defensively. It's just like I don't know. It's been an all-around like a pretty good game for both teams, and now a chance in front, and Birdseye couldn't finish.
Yeah, it's been a story of just bad bounces on both sides. I honestly think these 6 goals have been off of one bad bounce or another.
And what a chance that was as Zubendorfer got it right in the side. He swung it right in front. He knew exactly where his captain was. And with the puck bouncing, Birdseye just fanned on it. Or didn't get enough of it. Now Denal racing after it. And whistle blows the play dead.
And we've seen Denal already drop the gloves once this season. You do not want to mess with him. They calm down and they head back.
4 seconds to go in the period. No, yeah, I believe they called icing there. We're chuckling with our scoreboard operator Luke Schuler. Was that icing? I thought
they called icing.
And that shot is blocked off. Loose And now Harchie clears, and that will do it for the second period as we will hop right into the Dirty Bird second intermission report. And now they are really going after it. Now Dubendorfer face washing somebody.
I don't think Dubendorfer can see. His hair was completely in his face, and he's still face washing someone.
His hair was covering his face. I don't know who it was, but Denol just knocks somebody down hard there. He really knocks someone down there.
Yeah, we got a broken stick. Both teams are on the ice, and it's just going to be the repeat of the first intermission as Bowling Green will head off first as the refs try to figure out who's the guilty party in this one. I mean, that one punched or thrown. We might have a guy to the box or two, as number 2 is going to go chat with the refs as the entire Bowling Green team's off the ice.
And the officials were talking. We will have an update for you on that once the third period starts. But let's talk about the second period. I'll let you start during the first, I started during the first intermission. I'll let you start here in the second. What did you think?
Yeah, I think both teams had a really good effort on that one. And like we said, I mean, one of those goals for the Bulldogs was just a bad bounce for Bowling Green. It turned around, and the Bulldogs it was a 2-on-0. I mean, what are you going to do if you're what are you going to do if you're
I don't know if you guys saw that. There's somebody without their skate getting off the ice. I believe that's Stephen Cope.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry, it really caught my attention there. That was odd. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're Bowling Green, you can't be mad at yourself. There's a 2-goal game. You've come back from worse in the third period. I mean, just a couple bad bounces go against you, and this game could be 4-3, and this game could be 3-2 you guys, because, I mean, Bertzlaff just missed one right in front of the net. He had a great bounce, and he scored one. I mean, this game is just mayhem. You just got to use the bounces that you get. Justin, what do you see out there?
I mean, there's not much to critique. Usually there is for both teams, but they haven't been falling asleep on defense. They haven't been not getting enough chances on offense. So they're doing everything well. It's just Adrian has more goals, and they've had a pretty equal amount of chances. You just got to, and like you said, just take the bounces that you get, and you have to be able to convert on all the big chances that you get in the third, because if you don't, it's going to be very hard to win this game. But yeah, looking forward to the third period. We've seen BG that they're always great at making pushes in the third. They've been a great third period team this year. I can't wait for the third period to start. It should be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, Justin, obviously we don't know. I mean, I think there's still a lot of fireworks left in this one. You want to stay tuned.
Oh, yeah.
12:45 left in this second intermission. We will see you for puck drop in the third period.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're about to start the third period. We're not sure if you guys saw what happened when they were coming out onto the ice, but BG goaltender Leo Lapata took a bit of a tumble heading out onto the ice as he collided with one of the players on Adrian. He's all good. Little something to chuckle about. And the penalties have been assorted. Jason All got penalized for slashing, and Leo Lapata got penalized for roughing.
There's another.
And one of the defensemen on Adrian, it was Joey Finfer, who got penalized for roughing. So it is a 5-on-4 power play for Adrian, and Jeff Wood is serving the penalty for goaltender Leo Lapata. So that is the way we start the third period. Zeeble tried to clear it and is kept in. Poked at though by Nitschke, and he's able to get to it. Still battling for it, and he clears his own. Great job there by Nitschke. Great effort.
Expect this third period to be chippy though, as both periods have ended.
Oh yeah.
In a fight.
I mean, it's been a big hit there. Now throwing towards the net wide, and it goes all the way back down. And I mean, it's been like sort of chippy. There's been like some signs of it becoming chippy throughout the entire game, and now I have a feeling this third period is going to get very physical. I know you agree, as you just said. It's especially in the back half, it's going to be physical, and that's something that BG has to be ready for. Shot there, save made by Lapata, and he holds it. 52 seconds to go on the power play, and 18:51 to go on the period. Not sure how that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I think an error on our beautiful off-ice squad. I don't know what is happening over there. So expect that time to be wrong. Our time, I believe, is right. I don't know.
We're all good. No, yep, we're all good.
Yeah, we're all good now.
And the shot from O'Connor was saved.
Bowling Green needs to come out here hot. Cannot let tempers get the best of them. It's still a very winnable game, and you really just don't want that to happen. You know, get the tempers the best of you. Someone takes a penalty, and it ends up like it was yesterday, 7-3.
Ferry was able to clear, and Potts will start it up. And there is again Potts. He's one of those guys who just like you just can't get away from him. He's always on the ice. He's had a great game so far. Now O'Connor over to Potts. Potts, and he has it now at the point. Shot on, and that one got tipped wide off the stick of Tiggs, and the backhand pass in front was blocked off. Now back at the point, O'Connor. O'Connor shoots, glove save by the pod as he saw it all the way, and holds it. 18:02 left to go in the third. And the Falcons will bring on Dubendorfer, Bertzlaff, Nelson, and Klein as the penalty killers. Hoover against Bertzlaff on the draw. This one back by Bertzlaff, and the clearing attempt is blocked off, and it went right towards the goaltender on the BG bench, Jack Smalley. And they tried to whack it out of the air with his blocker, and couldn't quite get there.
Probably the first time of Jack Smalley's great goalie career that he was trying to have the puck go behind him and not get in front of it, as Jack Smalley doesn't have a helmet on.
I think that was the first time ever I saw him late to a puck.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
And the Adrian penalty has ended.
Now Dubendorfer, great job to block off the pass. Swings it in front and towards Bertzlaff, but he couldn't knock it down. And now Core has it. Core's backhander went wide, or high, excuse me. Now a breakout pass blocked off by Nelson. He dumps it right back in. Potts back to get it. Goes it to his teammate, and that's Clark. And now Hoover, backhand pass over to Iamarino. He has 2 goals in the game. Got to watch out. He's dangerous. Moves in, tucks it in front, and it went off the stick of Klein, and it made its way in on the pot end. He was able to make a save. And the dumping attempt went off the official, and that's happened multiple times in this game. Unfortunate turn of events. Now brought back up by Nelson. Nelson shoots, and that shot went wide. Now Nelson tried to chop at it. It was blocked off. Comes in front, and now it's cleared out. It goes past one of the Adrian Bulldogs all the way back down, and no icing here as now Gray has it. Gray spins back, spins again. So maintains control. Now it comes back behind the net. Nelson trying to battle for it there. As Malone was tapping a stick up and down, trying to stick lift Nelson. I've never seen that style of stick lifting before. That was a bit odd. And that puck went off the roof of the arena, so that will stop play. And now Denol is out of the box.
And it is funny to see, that third game, obviously we could not stream because of the Bryant streaming contract. Probably one of the biggest roofs we've seen since Yost, and they never really flipped the puck up. And now with a small roof like the Slater Family Ice Arena, Bowling Green goes back to flipping the puck, and that one hits the ceiling.
And that one arena that we were at for the first Bryant game, that was, I believe, that was shorter than this was.
Yeah.
In terms of ice level, that was very, very short. Now the puck is loose, and it's not being touched by Adrian because it would have been offsides, I believe. Offsides or.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
I was looking down at the roster, so I couldn't see if it was a hand pass or offsides or what.
It had to be a hand pass because everybody skated.
Everybody was in the zone, so yeah,
nobody
it was a hand
skated
pass
back.
or possibly a high stick too.
Either way, Chandler Oldell ends that.
Sorry for missing that. I was looking down at the roster. Now brought back up. Malone, pass up over to Potts.
Yeah, I just straight up missed it.
Potts moves in, and his pass went off a couple bodies in front.
There's Potts again.
Now Gray plays it over to Schutte, and he backhands one out. Potts will play it and tries to throw it back in. But Schutte has it. Schutte throws it all the way down. And it goes past Herman. Play it out all the way back down, and icing will be called here. 15:27 left to go here in the third. And Papuanu, Horvath, and Ferry out as the centers. It takes in Harchie on defense. Harchie has it. Harchie down low. Pass in the middle, and it's cleared out of there by McGuire. And now dumped out. And Harchie went to go kick at it. And Horvath avoided the check there and now moves in. Horvath, pass across. Ferry shoots. Big save made by Herman.
Oh, my. That's one of the best saves we've seen all year.
And takes a shot got blocked off. And McGuire was about to move in, and Harchie made a great play to dive and knock it away.
Man, was that a great save by Herman. It's probably the best we've seen all year from any goalie that we've called a game from.
And I mean, and that puck is deflected off the blocker and up into the mesh. That's a weird bounce. But I mean, tons of credit to Cam Horvath for making that play. He was able to stick with it, get to it, move on in, and great saucer pass across over to Ferry. And Ferry, we know that shot is dangerous. I think he put it right where he wanted to. I mean, he got the puck, settled it down, threw it on net, and a big save by Herman as that shot is gloved by Herman. Coming off a Ferry stick again.
Herman's been a great goalie all night. Obviously last night too, only giving up 5 goals on the series.
Horvath on the draw for BG. BG controls in the zone. Now puck comes around. Harchie has it, dumps it in deep. Thrown around. Goes past one of the players on Adrian. Now Ferry across. Harchie pokes at it. Knocked down. Now Papuanu spins, threw it in front, but it was blocked off. Now brought back in by the Bulldogs. Great move there. Rolls in on the Pata, and he will cover it up. 14-16 to go in the third. As moving in there was Mock. Both teams will make changes as BG will throw out the second line of Rudo, Nitschke, and Denal, and the defensive pairing of Colin Nelson and Carter Klein. O'Bricky will take the draw against Denal to the left side of Leo Lapata. And O'Bricky wins it back. Backhanded in deep. Nelson tried to battle for it there. O'Bricky has it and reverses. Nelson almost knocked it away, but it was taken back, and now Rudo racing after it. Pass is blocked off. Nelson chips it out, whacked that now, and now Nitschke moves on in. Down the far wing, stops up, kicks it to his skate, and he got knocked down there. And now to be brought out Pass across. O'Connor moves in. Drop pass as he was looking for his teammate there. That was Carper. But he lost it. And now this could be a 2-on-1. And now a penalty called. Rudo, shot, save, and it's covered up.
I think that's going to be an interference. And Blake Forsneck is calling for a 5-minute major. And we have a fan celebrating how Nishiki can take a hit. That's a new celebration I've seen.
And it's going to be a 2-minute penalty against Zach Skinner. So BG goes back on the power play. Their last power play only lasted a minute 25.
Bert's going to ask why is that not a 5?
Or a minute 15, excuse me.
Bert's Left's going to ask why that isn't a 5 and that's a 2. He's not going to like the answer unless we see something crazy like we did in the first game of that Boston series where they overturned a goal without replay and overturned a penalty without replay.
Yeah, I mean,
that was wild.
You can't really if you make a mistake and there's no replay, you just kind of have to eat it. It's rough. But it's not what happened here. Is that was an obvious penalty. Horvath moves in. Horvath backhander, and he was stick checked, and he put it wide. Now Horvath pass across. Tiggs has it at the point. Tiggs throws it down low, and the clearing attempt goes all the way back down.
We got another penalty.
And there's another penalty on Adrian as Lapata goes off, and it's going to be a high stick as Rudo played it right into one of the players on Adrian. As it looks like it is going to be Stephen Cope who will head off. So BG will now put their first unit out there of Denal, Ferry, Nitschke, Papuanu, and Zeeble.
They got to at least get one here, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is probably the most important 2 minutes, or minute 31, 2 minutes, same thing, of the game.
Potts, Finfer, and McGuire are the killers out there for Adrian. Zeeble has it now. Zeeble at the point. Moves in, shoots, glove save by Herman, a great glove save. And they'll do it again, McGuire and Denal. One back this time by McGuire, and the clearing attempt is knocked down. Zeeble will get to it and control the zone. That's across Ferry. Now Papuanu shoots one, pad save, rebound, it's loose. Zeeble behind the net. The news poke check there by Potts. And now Papuanu. Pass across, and now that is Denal. Denal takes his time. Moves in, pass across, Ferry. Stops up in the middle, Zeeble, and he couldn't get a shot off. Zeeble trying to get to it, and he gets it over to Denal. Pass across in the middle, Ferry shoots, blocked off. Heading towards the blue line, and Zeeble will keep it in. 45 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Zeeble, pass across. Denal shoots, and that may have been blocked. Not sure if Herman got a piece of it. Now Papuanu, back out, Ferry, spin pass. Zeeble drops it back off, Ferry. Drop pass, Nitschke. That's across, and now Denal. Denal waiting with it. Back to Zeeble. Zeeble handles it down. One-timer wide by Ferry. 20 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Board pass, Nitschke. Now Ferry. Ferry, pass across. Pass across, and they were looking for the tic-tac-toe pass, and that pass was just deflected. And now McGuire clears.
And that's a huge kill for the Adrian Bulldogs.
And I mean, they got no good looks there.
Yeah,
they were cycling the puck beautifully, making great passes, but I mean, Adrian, they were in every single lane, and now it's brought in front, save by Lapata, it's still loose, and that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty against BG.
And man, is that a huge kill for the Bulldogs.
So yeah, and it's going to be Tiggs who will head off.
That'll be Tiggs' second penalty of this contest.
So Denal, Core, Gray, and Harchie are out there. And O'Connor is the last man on the ice for Adrian, and he'll head off. Adrian will call a timeout. 11:23 left to go in the third. And that'll give us some time to chit-chat. What are your thoughts been so far here in the third period for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, if both teams have played well, I mean, obviously the defense finally shining. No goals so far this period, but Bowling Green not capitalizing on that 5-on-3. I mean, that might end up to be that final nail in the coffin that haunts them, even if they get another goal. Adrian did a fabulous job of not putting that puck in the back of the net. But we'll see what happens here with the last 11:23 left. Justin, what do you think? Now we're having 4-on-4 hockey for 17 seconds. What do you think Bowling Green has to do to at least get one to make it an interesting game down the stretch in the second half?
Well, there's a lot more open ice now with one guy being off for each team. And I think that'll help both teams because both teams love to play fast. And their transition game is really, really quick as they try and work it up through both zones as fast as they can. So look for more fast-paced hockey here, but BG, they have to try and slow this game down on the defensive side and then try and make clean transitions up the ice and see like that, like just take your time with it. And now Denal moves in, and he's got room. Denal shoots, blocker save made by Herman. And now Adrian will control O'Connor, pass over to Potts, and they will get a power play for the next minute 32. Now it's brought in by the Bulldogs. Pass across, and Denal got knocked down hard there. Pass back at the point. O'Connor back to his teammate, and he receives the pass again. O'Connor winds up, big drive, glove save by Lapata, and he holds it. Great drive by Lapata as you saw that shot all the way. 10:36 left to go here in the third, minute 14 to go on the power play. As it will be O'Bricky taking the face-off against Bertzlaff. Bertzlaff, Dubendorfer, Harchie, and Gray out there as the killers. Gray tried to clear, but it was kept in as it was tipped. Now Potts, back across to O'Connor, back to Potts. Potts moves in, waits with it, lost it. Dubendorfer trying to get to it. Dubendorfer will clear off the glass and out.
Great play there by the Golden Bullet to bring it halfway through the power play for the Adrian Bulldogs.
That's the first time you said that all game.
I know, man. It's
Golden Bullet. There we go.
Yeah, he just hasn't. He's had a good game. It just hasn't really need to be said yet.
I'll pass across, tipped out. Bertzlaff racing after it, trying to get to it, and he'll get there first. He moves in. Bertzlaff shoots, save, it's loose, and covered up by Herman. Great job there by Bertzlaff. Great defensive play, and he took it up and got a shot on goal. Great job there by the BG Clubber captain.
I will say, though, Justin, it seems like this third period we expected to have some fireworks, you know, with goals and with hits, and it's just kind of a tame third period. Did you expect this coming out into the gate?
In the first 2 minutes, there was a lot of hitting and back and forth, but yeah, since then, it's been like the past 8 minutes, there hasn't really been much physicality. There's been a few chances. BG had a couple chances on that on the power play, but I mean, not really much. And a big hit there by Denal, as that's on cue, right as I said that. Now Cora moves in. Cora pass in the middle was blocked off. And now Cora drives it back in, and it goes off of Nicholson. 5 seconds to go in the man advantage. And Nicholson brings it back in. Stops up. Tried to toe drag, and he lost as it was poked out. Siebel trying to get to it as he was blocked off the puck, and now it's brought back in. Hoover moves in. Hoover shoots, save made by Lapata, and he holds it. And he skates in on Lapata, and now here we go. And he got jumped by about 4 different Falcons.
It's one of those everybody grab a partner type things. Great save by Leo.
And I mean, at that point, you're asking for it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you skate right in. He put his hands on the head of Lapata to brace himself. I mean, at that point, like he took that shot from the circles. Like, there was no reason for him to skate all the way in.
And I like the move by the ref of having both teams just handle your business and no penalty called. You think it'd be a roughing after a few punches thrown, but.
And I mean, I think at that point, I mean, Hoover, like, we've seen what he's been able to do. He's been playing great all game. Do you think it's more of like a get under your skin type play more than just like a cheap what's what I'm looking for, like unnecessary play?
Yeah, I think. I mean, we've said it past, Lee Lapata is a good trash talker. Would not be shocked if he said something to make him mad, and not that it's all right to rush a goalie, but they didn't call it, and it's got to be just get under somebody's skin and see if they can draw a penalty.
Now Tiggs backhands it out. It goes over Papuanu, all the way back down. No icing here.
That's an odd call.
Now it's brought up. And now it's thrown all the way back down. Icing is called, or icing is waved off as the puck was deflected at neutral ice. Ferry gets to it, goes it off the glass, kept in. Horvat trying to knock at it, or whack at it, excuse me. Now brought back in by McGuire. McGuire in the middle. Drop pass, Malone. Now taken away by Horvat. Horvat pass out. Poked out by Papuanu, trying to get to it. Great effort there. Now a pass in the middle, and Ferry was wide open in front, and Horvat tried to get it to him as fast as he could, and he just missed him. Now Tiggs down low, and Horvat just missed it there, as that could have been a chance as Tiggs had a great look there. Pass across, Ferry moves in, he shoots, and that shot got deflected up into the mesh. And I mean, it's the same thing as a power play. They're cycling the puck, they're getting great looks, but they're like Adrian, they're always in the lane to block the shot.
Yeah, and time's running low too. There's only 8:08 left in this final frame.
Yep, 8:08 to go in the third. Adrian still with a 4-2 lead. This has got to be, I don't want to jinx it, but like I don't think I have that power. This is the longest I think we've gone so far in the game without a goal. As the puck pops up in the air and is gloved by Herman. As that took 5 seconds off the clock. Denal, Rudo, and Nitschke on the ice as the forwards. Harchie and Tiggs on defense. Hoover and Denal line up for the draw.
Bowling Green's going to have to get a goal in probably the next 3 minutes and 3 seconds because it's going to be tough to get 2 goals in under 5 minutes.
Rudo tried to hit Denal down low, but it went past him. Now Nitschke back at the point and retrieves the pass. It comes into the middle. Archie tried to play it, and it's going to be a 3-on-1 now. And offsides is called, as that was just a big miscommunication on both sides. As Archie went to go pinch, and they took it right up the ice. And then I couldn't tell. I believe that was Clark. He was way offsides, about a good 2 strides offsides.
Yeah, I think he was just counting chickens for the for harvest, and he just absolutely. I honestly don't think he didn't look. Just did not see it.
I brought back in Zeeble. Now Yamarino has it. Yamarino. Now stumped out by Denal. Thrown back in. Now Denal knocks it down, and he was almost able to move in there, but a great play by the Adrian defenseman. That was Cope who was able to knock it down, and that shot saved made by Lapata off of Hoover. And now
and here we go.
Pushes Hoover out of the net, and Hoover is just kind of like standing there. And he will shimmy his way out.
Is Lapata going to get a call, though? That's the question. That would be brutal for BG. I think they're going to let him go, though.
I mean that's not a penalty. He didn't push him that hard. Plus he was in the net.
Yeah.
I mean he was behind Lapata in the net. Like at that point he's in Lapata's territory.
Yeah. No, Lapata's defending himself. I'm not saying he should have been a penalty. Just saw both refs get behind Lapata, and I just kind of got scared there. Now we have a chirp off going on. I don't know what is happening.
Yeah, all the players are.
It's getting heated.
Talking at each other. No, I mean it was getting heated before. Like now it's getting verbal. Like before it was just like pushing and shoving after the whistle, and there was some tripping going on. But now it's getting more verbal than physical, and usually that leads to more physicality. A big hit there by Denal. Now it's thrown back in. Zeeble up the middle, and he tried to hit Denal on the break. He couldn't do it. As the whistle blows the play dead. 7:01 left to go in the third. Adrian still maintaining their 2-goal lead as they have had 3 different 2-goal leads. They were up 2-0 and then 3-1, and now they're up 4-2.
Denal having a word with the Bulldog bench. Probably just, catching up if they know each
Yeah,
other.
I don't know why the
Can't
line
be any-
changes are taking so long. Like, someone just lost their glove. O'Bricky just lost his glove. This is very odd. Odell and O'Bricky will take the face off at center ice. This one back and thrown in by Corver. Klein playing it. Back behind the net. Klein swings it over to Nelson. Nelson moves in. Now Wood trying to get to it. Now it comes over toward Nelson. Now Wood puts it in deep. Schutte tried to put it in front, but he didn't get all of it. Now it's brought back out. Pass across. O'Connor has it now. O'Connor moves in. Pass across. Corver shoots. Save made by Lapata, and he holds it. Great shot there by Corver. And I believe they're going to get Wood for cross-checking. Yep. Jeff Wood's going to go off for cross-checking as he cross-checked Corver in the back.
Like we said, Justin, in a heated game like this, you cannot let your emotions get the best of you. And
I mean, that's a killer.
fortunately,
That's
Jeffrey
a killer
Wood
right
just
there.
does that.
That's a killer.
Yep.
Archie, Odell, Schutte, and Tiggs on the ice as the penalty killers. Odell on the draw, and it's one back by Adrian and thrown in deep. Archie giving chase, so Bricky will get there first. He's running too hard there by Archie. Now back at the point, that's O'Connor. O'Connor makes a move around Schutte. He's in, and he threw one towards the net that was blocked off. And now Corver. That's across. Shot there, blocked off. And O'Connor will maintain control. Corver waits with it. Pass down over to O'Bricky, and now O'Connor shoots one, and that one got blocked off by Odell. And it's not Corver, it's Carper, excuse me. And Archie knocked down a man there. That was Malone. Now it's thrown back in. Down the middle, and they score! Great shot there by Malone. Power play goal. And Adrian leads 5-2. Jumps out early. BG, they're fighting the entire game, and then take a bad penalty late in the game. So let's see how BG answers. Zeeble moves in, trying to do it himself, and he almost did, and he drew a penalty. And a great effort there by Zeeble.
Yeah, the man who 10 minutes after his 21st birthday will draw a penalty.
And so, I mean, you're down by 3.
No, I'm not sure they are either, but just an idea to think about.
Pass back out as they couldn't keep it in. Papuanu, now Zeeble, and his pass was deflected. You have to work it all the way back and get it reset. Ferry, pass across, Zeeble. Zeeble moves in, swing pass over to Denal.
Bowling's got to slow this game down.
Denal will spin back.
But not too much, as they're running out of time.
Stops up, pass off the boards, and Adrian will now control. As they work it back at the point, and they clear it off the glass and all the way back down. Lapata plays it, and he'll leave it off for Zeeble. 4.5 minutes left to go. Zeeble pass across, Papuanu brings it in with speed. And he got taken down there, and no call. Now comes around, Tiggs will keep it in. Tiggs waits, heads down, shoots, save made by Herman, and he holds it. 4:07 to go in the third, 49 seconds to go on the power play. Kerr, Horvath, Nelson, Tiggs, and Rudo on the ice. It's loose. McGuire will take it, and they'll skate it up. Could be a shorthanded chance here. McGuire, he gets it in deep and is running too hard there by Tiggs. Great physical play there from Nick Tiggs, the Iowa native. Now back behind the net. Horvath will bring it out. Heads on the ice with Core. Horvath stops up. Still waiting. Pass across. Rudo moves in. He shoots and he scores. Mark Rudo. Power play goal, and that cuts the lead down to 2. And what a pass from Horvath.
And how many, sorry, as scratches or screaming Mark Rudo's name kind of caught me off guard. I mean, how many times have Mark Rudo come so close? I'm just happy for the guy to finally put one in the net. Very, very critical player of himself, as if you ask any club player will tell you. Screams at himself on the bench, but, you know, cuts it 2. Should expect to see Lapata leave the net soon.
Yeah, I mean, now I would, and I mean, just keep on going with it, because now, I mean, you only got so much time left, and they're thinking about closing down the game, and you want them to play conservative because that gives you more chances on offense. Now Gray has it. Gray, he reversed it. Now back in the slot. That shot got deflected wide. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. Now Horvath. Saucer pass. Knocked down by Nicholson, and Horvath took it away. Horvath moves in. And he got poke check there. Now it's thrown back down the ice. And will this be icing? Icing is called. That was a very delayed icing. And are they going to call a penalty? Yes, they are. Colin Nelson's going to head off for high sticking.
And that's just something you can't do.
Yep.
He's a young freshman on this team trying to get back in this one. Colin Nelson takes a high stick.
Oh, wait, no. I saw the official put his hands up like this, and then I saw a Roby or a scoreboard operator hold his elbow. So I don't know if it's elbowing or high sticking. Those are 2 totally different penalties.
I'm going to say it was high stick.
I mean,
I think that's what I saw, but
I don't mean to sound like morbid, but doesn't matter. Like, penalty is a penalty, and it's a really, really bad time to take one.
No, probably one of the worst times to take one, especially coming back.
And it was elbowing.
All right, well then I will just be quiet then.
No,
Just brutal call by me. I said it. I'm
that was
sure
me.
it's a high stick.
I said it too.
Yeah.
I said it. Like I think I was the first one that said it was high sticking. So bad job on my part.
Expect this one to get chippy if it's ever going to get chippy.
And now Malone, saucer pass, almost poked out, and now pass up, and Denal on a breakaway. Jason Denal moves in. Denal, put it wide. Now he's still trying to maintain control. And Adrian will take it back, and a big hit there by Denal. Now pass across, O'Connor moves in. Knocked off the puck. Now Zebo. Pass out, blocked off by O'Brick. Now pass back out. Denal tried to chop at it. Now it's taken back over. Malone tried to swing it in front, and now it's taken back over. Now pass across, Potts. Potts shoots, save made by Lapata, and he holds it. Minute 52 left to go in the third, 48 seconds to go on the power play.
And here we got another one again. Is Doobie going to, nope, Doobie tried to get some action out of the Adrian Bulldog, and the Bulldog says no thanks.
Him and Malone started to jostle with each other. Nothing comes out of that.
Doobie will head to the bench now. I think we'll have a line change.
Core, Tiggs, Harchie, and Papuanu out on the ice for the kill. Core is the man on the draw. And on the tie-up, it's won back by Adrian, and that shot there by Nicholson went wide. Now back at the point. Shot towards the net, got deflected up, and it goes back behind the net. Now back at the point. Shot on, went wide. Now shipped in front, and the net comes off, and that will stop play, and Lapata had it covered up anyway. 1:31 to go in the third, 27 seconds to go in the power play. And I mean, I want to say PG's done a great job, but it comes up short. But I don't know. I mean, like, it's been back and forth so often, and we've seen so many weird things happen in this game. I don't know what to expect in these last few minutes.
Yeah, and we'll see.
These last 90 seconds. A mock threw in towards the net, and someone got taken down in front. As that was Tiggs in front. Now pass it in the middle. Blocked off. Now a big drive there, and that one went wide. 3 seconds to go on the penalty, and that will do it. Now back at the point. Nicholson makes a great move.
Final minute of play.
Moves in, and he was poke checked there by Harchi. And yeah, under a minute to go in regulation. Pass across, one-timer fanned on. Cora trying to play, and he could not. Now pass out at the point. Poke that, rolls it on the Pata, and he covers up. 43 seconds to go. And
prediction from our producer, Luke Schuler, that Jacob Dubendorf, the Golden Bullet, will get into a scrap.
Dubendorf,
or I don't know why I just forgot the ER in his last name. It's a late game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a late game, and we have only late games for the rest of the season. All our games are at 10 o'clock or later. Pass up, Dubendorfer takes it over, moves on in, he shoots, save, rebound, and it was controlled by Herman, and he covers up. 32 seconds left to go, and I mean, there you go. Like, that's why I don't want to say this game's over yet, because BG is going to keep on getting chances like that.
Man, would that have been interesting.
Big time. Bertzlaff, Dubendorfer, Rudo, Klein, and Nelson out there. Adrian controls off the draw. Thrown out. And Klein knocks it down. Klein throws it in. Bertzlaff runs into Rudo. And now O'Connor will settle it down. 13 seconds to go, and that's thrown out. Nelson goes back into play, throws it back in.
This one's going to be over.
And that will do it. As Adrian will take both games of the two-game set. And they win tonight's game 5-3. I mean, it was a great performance by Adrian and also BG. And they come up short. And we will jump right into the Dirty Birds post-game report as both teams will form the handshake line. Shanny, take it away.
Yeah, Justin, I mean, honestly, it was a great game for Bowling Green all night until that end of the third period is down by 2 after a bad couple bounces. You take 2 just critical penalties that just make it brutal. 6 minutes left in the game. You're down by 2. Jeff Wood takes a penalty, and then Colin Nelson kind of puts the seal in the coffin with 2 minutes left, with just over 2 minutes left, and like we said, Bowling Green coming behind all day long, and after a very, very hostile game and a hostile series, Adrian will take a sweep. Bowling Green will drop 2, and that is, I believe, 11 out of the last 10.
And I mean, I'm sorry, were you?
No, you're good, Justin.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
Leo chirping.
And I mean, there's not really much more to say. I mean, BG played a great game. Adrian played an even better game. It's the only way I can think to put it. Again, the penalties were a huge factor, and taking them at bad times. I mean, we gotta learn to stay out of the box. The next broadcast we will have for you, BG will be taking on Louisville here at Slater Family Ice Arena next Friday, and that game will be at 10:30 p.m. So we hope you guys will tune in for that one from Slater Family Ice Arena. My name is Justin Chicatano, and you are?
I'm Ben Shannon for our team president and Bertzlaff, head coach Drew Harper, camera operator tonight Gavin Sudlow, producer Luke Schuler. We at Bowling Green Club Hockey, thank you for tuning in to another Dirty Birds production, and we will see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.